Imagine waking up in a city that already knows you're awake. The lights brighten, traffic clears along your route, and your favorite coffee begins brewing, without a single human lifting a finger. This isn't a sci-fi movie. It's a real city, alive, thinking, and already here. From the reclaimed coastlines of South Korea to the deserts of Saudi Arabia, the world's first AI-run cities are coming online. Places where algorithms, not mayors, adjust traffic signals, manage energy grids, predict emergencies, and silently choreograph millions of lives every second. In Songdo, nearly 500,000 sensors weave through an urban nervous system that monitors everything from water pressure to waste collection. In NEOM, an AI named Titan promises to anticipate your needs before you even name them, selecting your breakfast, booking your commute, and aligning city rhythms to your heartbeat. A city as intelligent as its citizens once sounded impossible. Now it's uploading itself into existence. But beneath the promise of efficiency and sustainability lies a deeper paradox. Can a city that thinks for itself still belong to the people who live in it? Because as we stand at the threshold of algorithmic governance, the future of urban life is being written not in concrete and steel, but in code. And in the next segment, we'll step inside these sentient skylines to uncover how artificial intelligence is quietly taking command of entire cities, and what that means for everyone who calls them home. For centuries, we built cities from the ground up: stone, steel, glass, and grit. Now, we're building them from the cloud down. AI has become the new architect of civilization, quietly reshaping urban life into something self-aware. Sensors, IoT networks, and digital twins now form real-time mirrors of entire cities, capable of predicting traffic, controlling pollution, and redistributing energy before humans even notice a problem exists. It sounds utopian. Streets without traffic jams, buildings that heal themselves, zero waste, zero smog. But hidden in that perfection is a new kind of power, a city that doesn't just react but decides. Every moment in Songdo, the city's integrated operations center reads millions of live feeds. Traffic flow, water use, air quality, emergency calls. Algorithms analyze it all and issue commands instantly. What to cool, what to heat, where to send the next bus, who gets green lights next. The same logic drives Saudi Arabia's NEOM, where AI systems promise to anticipate residents' needs before they know them. Efficiency becomes astonishing. 35% faster emergency responses, 20% less energy use, sharper logistics across every service. For planners, it's the holy grail of urban design. A city that monitors, learns, and self-corrects 24/7. But here's the tension. Who governs a city that governs itself? When algorithms allocate water, manage police routes, or decide who gets priority housing, where does democratic oversight live? When the code runs the commons, do citizens still have freedom, or just personalization? Because beneath the glitter of perfect optimization lies a question every city on Earth must face. Will AI make our cities more humane, or just more machine? And next, we'll dive inside that code to see how these cities actually think, how digital twins, predictive models, and neural networks are forming the brains of the metropolis. To understand how an AI city thinks, imagine a living organism, wired with nerves, pulsing with data, constantly sensing its own heartbeat. That's what places like Songdo, NEOM, and Cloud Valley have already become. Urban brains built from silicon instead of neurons. At the core sits the digital twin, a precise, real-time virtual replica of the entire city. Every sensor, camera, traffic light, and building system streams information into it, creating a continuous simulation of urban life. Engineers can tweak reality safely inside the digital shadow, testing new traffic laws, rerouting energy during a heat wave, or even predicting which water pipes might burst weeks ahead. Songdo's twin feeds the Incheon Integrated Operations Center, which ingests terabytes of data each day. Machine learning models study that data to forecast congestion, pollution, and demand surges. When patterns emerge, the city reacts autonomously. Traffic lights retime themselves. Waste collection drones reroute for efficiency. Power grids balance load before outages occur. In Chongqing's Cloud Valley, the neural web goes further. Smart buildings adjust temperature and ventilation based on body heat sensors. Office furniture realigns itself after meetings. Delivery robots and drones choreograph supply flows through shared AI logistics. The result? Traffic jams fall by 50%, energy waste by 20%, and carbon footprints by up to 40%. But every pulse of insight demands a heartbeat of data. Our data. Every time a resident walks, drives, or speaks to a digital assistant, the city learns a little more about them. Its breathtaking efficiency built on intimate observation. So the deeper we wire cities into algorithms, the more we wire ourselves into those algorithms too. And that sets up the next shock. When a city knows everything, can it ever forget? That's the question waiting in the next segment, where we confront the hidden cost of omniscient urban intelligence. Every camera, sensor, thermostat, and traffic beacon inside an AI city tells a love story and a warning at the same time. Because the smarter a city becomes, the more it knows. And remembering is its superpower and its flaw. In Songdo or NEOM, nothing happens without leaving a digital echo. Your commute, your energy use, even the rhythm of your footsteps becomes part of the algorithmic bloodstream keeping the city alive. It's marvelous, until one question emerges. What happens when an intelligence designed to optimize comfort begins to optimize control? Privacy advocates already see the cracks. Anonymous data, once cross-referenced with enough sources, can re-identify individuals with almost 99.98% accuracy. In other words, the city that schedules your parking spot could, in theory, track your political meeting or doctor visit with the same precision. Algorithmic governance magnifies the dilemma. When public safety AIs reroute patrols or prioritize repairs, few citizens or officials can explain why. Decision logic dissolves into machine learning models we can't easily interpret, turning accountability into probability. And yet, the same omniscience saving energy and lives could also save democracy if used wisely. Transparent dashboards for resource allocation, open data commons that let citizens audit the algorithms themselves, participatory city twins, where digital replicas become civic arenas. The danger and the cure share the same codebase. Because the real revolution isn't about data collection. It's about trust calibration. Who believes the system? Who benefits from it? And who gets to pull the plug if the system ever decides we're less efficient than it is? This is the hinge moment for civilization. Whether AI cities evolve into partners or proprietors. And in the final segment, we'll step into that future. A world where cities don't just respond to people. They learn what kind of society we want to become. Imagine standing on a balcony overlooking a skyline that isn't just lit, it's alive. Towers breathe, streets pulse with data, energy grids think like neurons. The city beneath you no longer simply hosts life. It participates in it. This is the promise and paradox of the AI metropolis. It promises harmony, waste reduced, resources shared, emissions nearly erased. Yet it also asks for something precious in return: trust. Because behind that shimmering efficiency runs an invisible pact between human intention and machine decision. The lesson from Songdo, NEOM, and Cloud Valley is clear. Algorithms can design utopias, but values decide whether those utopias stay humane. The architecture of the next century won't just be steel and glass. It will be governance written in code, ethics embedded in datasets, empathy modeled in algorithms. If the 20th century built cities around cars and commerce, the 21st will build them around consciousness. Urban design will mean curating experiences in real time, balancing transparency with privacy, automation with agency. And how we answer that balance may define the next 100 years of civilization. Because the first city that runs completely on AI isn't the last, it's the blueprint. The only real question left is, will the next generation inherit intelligent cities, or cities that decide what intelligence should mean? Stay tuned. Our next episode dives into that very frontier. When buildings learn, how self-evolving architecture is rewiring urban design. In the age of thinking cities, the world around us has begun to wake up. The only thing left to decide is how human we want our future to feel.